of experiment conducted is before. The definition is the effect of force on an object. The experiments are intended to investigate the mechanics or gravity of object by holding certain factors. Acceleration is the rate at which over time the speed of an object changes. The acceleration of an object when it results from the total amount of force that has acted on it. The force acting on an object that has fallen freely is gravity, whereas a body falling freely towards the earth is an example of a prominent motion with constant acceleration. Gravity can be described as a force that causes two particles to be pulled in one direction from each other. The force of gravity is also used to determine the weight of an given object.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad FIKRI bin Muhammad RAFI. My ID number is TE21022. I will explain about theory of experiment free fall. First, a constant acceleration is experienced when an item falls from a height to the ground in the Earth's gravitational field. If the body starts at time 0 equals 0, with initial velocity v0 equals 0, the distance it covered in the time t is h equal half gt square. Second is the test that we carry out instead of evenly accelerate motion, free fall. We did an experiment in which we calculate the time it took for the object to fall to the ground from various heights. Okay, the acceleration of the object is the same as the acceleration of the Earth. Because in order to understand how an object moves, you don't need to look at its weight, size or shape. When something is free to fall, it doesn't matter what its size, shape or weight, it falls with the same speed. No matter what, in a vacuum, small objects fall at the same rate as much bigger objects. Knowing the acceleration, we can figure out the speed and location of any object that is free falling at any time. And the last is the object fall from the set height, it falls down in a uniform accelerate way. Also, time will be taken the object strike the floor after traversing the fall distance, and the measurement is stopped at the moment of the fall. Result from different height will be added to the data. To figure how quickly gravity is moving, you need to measure how long it has been since you last measure it. For the objectives of the experiment, first, measure the time it takes the object to fall from certain height to the ground. Second is determine if the falling distance and the square of the falling time are proportionate. And the last is determine the rate at which gravity accelerates.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Firdaus. I'm from BET 1303. This is our first project for free fall.
Hi guys, these are the items that will be needed in this experiment. The first one, we need the measuring tape. And the second one, we need the scissor and as well as the adhesive tape. The next one, we'll need a pen and also the binder clip. As dropping tools, you can choose the golf ball, And last but not least, the marble. For step number 1, paste the measuring tape along the straight wall. Secondly, start from 100 cm until 0 cm on the floor. Step number 3, hang the pen base on the set falling distance height from 100 cm height. Number 4 step, open the Firefox application and then go to timer and then go to acoustic stopwatch, and from there you can measure the time taken from the free fall experiment. Place the phone slightly away from dropping point as the object hit the floor. Next step, press click on the ball pen and let the object fall freely. Reduce the falling distance within 5 cm. And last but not least, suspend new dropping object and repeat the measurement until you get all the data.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is QISTINA binti HUSSEIN. My metric number is TE21029. I'm going to present about results and conclusion for free fall experiment. Safety precautions. Experiments should be aware of working environment is as safe as possible. Student horseplay and off-task behavior should not be tolerated. If a heavy object is dropped, warn student to clear the area below the drop location before dropping materials. I am going to explain about conclusion. The result we get is that the higher the height of the level of the released object, the higher the time taken. This affects the gravitational acceleration of the Earth is constant. The distance an item falls is proportional to the time spent falling. For the graph, we found that the relationship between displacement and time is directly proportional, as you can see the graph.
The discussion, we have done a free-fall experiment to find out a more rigid final value. However, there will definitely be some value in a curious that make the result more accurate. In this experiment, the relationship between distance and time is measured to calculate the velocity of an object at each point. Because gravity is the only force that acts and it is a constant that we use in this relationship.